Hello everyone, it's Julie Lomas and welcome to my channel Conscious Connections, a channel all about positive living, living your best life. Today I have the wonderful Mr. Arjava Petter with me again by popular demand because he's been on the channel many times. He's our Reiki historian, guru, best-selling author. But today we're going to talk about something that's really been brought up in many conversations recently, and that's chakras and Reiki. So I decided that rather than me address it, I would invite Mr. Arjava to address this issue. So welcome.
Thank you, Julie. Okay, so chakras and Reiki really have nothing in common. I would let the cat out of the bag
Straight away.
There's nothing wrong with the chakra philosophy, theory and practice. Nothing wrong with it at all, but it has no relation to Reiki. Those are two different things. One, the Reiki comes from Japan, and the chakra theory and system comes out of India, so they don't really meet.
No.
But that doesn't mean that working on chakras is not good.
No.
If you know what you're doing,
Exactly.
wonderful. Yeah, go ahead and do your wonderful work, but better not to mix the two, because they're based on completely different systems and thoughts.
And thoughts, yeah. So mainly in Japan they work with meridians and meridian lines, which is more on the acupuncture side, whereas chakras is a completely different system. But we're not saying that Reiki cannot work with chakras. However, there are many, many misconceptions. And one in particular that has come up recently, but do you want to say anything before I mention it?
No, we'll keep going.
Okay, so recently I've had two conversations and I've heard in the background a little more that people have rang me for help asking, could I put a chakra back? Basically, they'd been told they were missing a chakra and could Reiki put it back? Well, I find it very difficult to not be angry or to be shocked when somebody is genuinely really upset and really worried and really asking for help because he's been told he's missing a chakra and he needs to pay an awful lot of money to somebody to get that chakra back using Reiki. So over to you.
So, okay, I have never heard this particular one, but I've heard many times that people are told by their Reiki teachers or practitioners that the chakra is out of balance and it needs balancing, and some work needs to be done on that because it's blocked or closed or whatever. And in terms of Reiki, really, when we treat somebody, we touch the head or we touch part of the body, and when the universal energy, when the natural universal energy enters somebody's body, everything is balanced by itself. There's nothing you need to do.
No.
Yeah? And a chakra cannot be closed.
No, you'd be dead if it was.
You'd be dead, you'd be under the ground if it were. And there's really no worry that
You're missing.
you're missing one. I've been trying to think of a good analogy for that, but I can't really find one. Yeah? No. It's like as if you're missing your head. Yeah? And what am I going to do without the head? How am I going to get the... Can you give me the head back? Yeah? It doesn't work like this. So the chakra system or the energy bodies, everything that we think about in these esoteric terms is in its right place. It's perfect. Everything is wonderful, and there's no need to open something, to create something. Just live naturally and allow the natural events to take place.
Absolutely.
So on your spiritual path, things go exactly right. Nothing can be wrong. Nothing can possibly be wrong.
No.
Yeah? So you just trust and give yourselves into the hands of something bigger that is good. Okay? And that good thing, whatever we want to call it, you want to call it God or nature or the universe or so, will make sure that you're okay and that exactly the right thing happens at exactly the right time.
Yes.
You can trust that.
Yes.
And be sure of it. Yeah? So don't buy in on fear.
Which is exactly what was happening to this. Well, actually, two people, but the main one was a gentleman. He was absolutely distraught because he was being asked to pay a huge amount of money to get his chakra back. And it actually was his heart.
So if somebody makes you feel afraid or makes you feel guilty, you can be sure that there's no healing in that.
Yes, absolutely. And he was distraught. And I've heard it, I mean, this one and then one other conversation, but I've heard it's happening to a few other people. It's just a new way of trying to make money out of people and feeding people fear. And it actually has no place in the spiritual world or spiritual healing or healing, because you could not be missing your head. And in his case, missing his heart. I'm not sure why. He was a very, very sweet gentleman. So don't be bored. Don't be fooled. Don't put out your money. And if you have any more questions about it, you can DM me or Arjava.
Yes.
And anything you have to ask us on chakras and the Reiki system or the chakra system and the Reiki, please message us. We are very open. We're going to tell you exactly how it is. And we don't dismiss other ideologies or ideas, but it's just that the two are not, they're just two separate modalities, really.
Absolutely, and you cannot really mix them.
Not really.
No, not because it's bad or so, but because the basic of both systems are completely different.
Yeah.
And if you mix it all up, you just get confused.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's better to stay with one.
Yeah.
And
not mess.
Yeah, not.
And then if you do get confused, maybe, and you're not feeling right or you feel something's wrong, maybe looking for a different teacher or healer or whatever it was that you were going to or seeing. And don't get hung up too much on reading TikTok and things that are really strange and have no foundation. Read a sensible book or message people like ourselves. There's plenty of us around. There's plenty of wonderful books out there that you can read, and don't live in fear. Enjoy your life.
Absolutely. Spirituality is all about, from a teacher's point of view, it's all about encouraging people to be responsible for themselves,
Yes.
to take care of their own life, to lead a good, happy, healthy, loving and kind life. And it's not about making somebody afraid or making somebody dependent on you or
and huge amounts
anything
of
like
money.
that. So if you feel comfortable with the teacher and comfortable in their presence and feel that they are helping you lift your spirits up to soar, to really grow into your own potential, then that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But if somebody is pulling you down, making you small, making you afraid, it's not helpful.
No.
Leave that aside. That's not for you.
Yeah. And telling somebody that they need to pay huge amounts of money so that they can put them back together again and then they'll be okay. That's not spirituality either.
No, since we're talking about it, perhaps we can just quickly discuss another subject.
Yes.
I've heard a lot of the times recently that somebody would reverse the Reiki initiation.
Oh yes, we've done. Yes. We actually have done a small video on that too. But yes, let's talk about
so
that. Yes.
maybe we just spend a minute or two about that. So first of all, when somebody's initiated into Reiki, it's just kind of a cleansing process.
Yes.
It's not that the teacher is giving you something new, but it's just a cleansing. So the Reiki is the natural ability of any human being, and you can never really give that to anyone, and you can definitely not take that away either.
No.
And there would be no point in why would somebody take away your natural ability. It just doesn't make sense.
No, absolutely not. So we say we're clear, or you say, when we're doing a Reiki attunement or leisure, it's cleaning the pipe. It's just cleaning our connection, making us clearer, reconnecting us back, but you can't reverse it. So we have been asked, I've been asked, I don't know why I get all the strange ones. But anyway, I was asked to reverse or remove a Reiki attunement. It wasn't given by myself or Arjava, it was another school. So it was an eye-opener for me, and I asked why, and he said because people say I'm now evil. The person who gave him the attunement was evil, and it's taken brought evil into him, which is actually impossible.
Again, it's the same story. Yeah? So it's based out of fear. And insecurity. So when fear and insecurity are awakened within you by somebody or by something, question yourself, go inside, take a look. Where does it come from? And you'll see it has no substance whatsoever.
No.
It comes from outside of yourself, maybe in your childhood. Maybe somebody was telling you that you're not good enough or anything like that, and that conditioned reflex comes up again and again and again. So if you notice it, then make a good decision and begin to work on it and heal it. And then you never have to deal with it again.
No. Okay, so we hope we've helped you there today. Short, brief. Please message us, DM me, or look on your website, frankarjavapetter.com, or me, julielomas.com. Message me on here or Instagram, and we'll help you in any way we can. But we just wanted to help you by just putting a few things straight because of some of the things that we've been hearing recently or being asked to help, and so we thought we'd just share it with you. So thank you for listening. Anything else to say?
Thank you.
Thank you. So if you do like what you hear, please do press like, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. It is free. The more subscriptions we get, the more we can bring these wonderful videos to you. So thank you again, and let's talk again soon. Thank you.
Thank you.